You ready, Keys?
Let's get it.
Get on your feet, Tiger fans. Let's get loud. Let's go. Let's get active. Let's go.
Yo, we back. Back for another one, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, little somber mood, man. You know, we glad football is live in action. But to tell you the truth, man, you know, we got back from Death Valley. Things didn't go our way.
Not quite, man. But, we're getting into it, though.
Yeah, we'll jump into it. A lot of football left, a lot of season left. ACC matchup, but we're gonna jump into it and review the Clemson Florida State game down in Death Valley. So me and Keys were out there, did a little tailgating, got to talk to some fans. Got a couple interviews in. So
Yeah.
you know, it was nice. A lot of the same things that were our concerns were their concerns. So
Yeah.
we're gonna drop a couple of those interviews, and we're gonna drop that episode right before this one, so y'all can check it out. But let's go ahead and jump into it, Keys, man.
All right.
Not
We're not going to hit it with the introduction?
Oh man, I'm tripping. Let me fall back. Introduce the podcast, man. It's your boy Be Easy.
Hey, man, it's V-Keyz. This is the Uplayedtho podcast.
Man, getting ahead of myself, man.
Hey, we got a little too excited. Like, we in a somber mood because we took the L in the Valley. It was such a gorgeous day, man. And the stadium was lively. It was pumping.
On a 1 to 10, I would give it a 10 for the excitement, the fans.
Oh, the atmosphere is always like that.
Man. You know, next time we're gonna get a little bit more tailgating in, you know, and really enjoy it. Man, that sun in that stadium was hitting though.
Yeah, hey, that sun wasn't playing with nobody Saturday, man. That's one thing about the early autumn days, man. It can be cool in the morning in the 50s. You know, got to rock the hoodie real quick, but as soon as that sun start creeping up, hey, it's time to throw them shorts on and, you know.
Them high noon games ain't nowhere to hide either.
Nah, that sun right on top of you all game.
God.
So, man.
But yeah, man, so, you know, got an opportunity to go to the game, had some pretty decent seats. So we had a front row view to the to the action. So for those of y'all who watched the game, you already know Clemson lost to Florida State. Florida State was number 4. Lost to Florida State in a tight game. The score isn't really indicative of how the game went. You know, they won 31-24. So the Tigers are now 2-2. And Florida State is 4-0. And just to let y'all know, man, it's Monday night. We're watching the Monday night game.
So we on the Monday nights.
Yeah, they got a double header.
Yeah, double duty. Eagles at the Bucks. Jalen Hurts with a long touchdown pass just now.
Yep.
And Joe Burrow is playing. He was questionable coming in. He is playing. They at the Rams. So, and which I said they might go 0-3. So we'll touch on that. But we Monday night and it again, double hitter. So we gonna in between gonna give y'all some of that.
Yeah. So looked like a pretty good game so far. But anyway, back to Florida State Clemson. Florida State ended up getting the win. From a statistical standpoint, it was pretty close though, Keys.
Nah, I mean, we outgained them by over 100 yards. We had more first downs, more rushing yards. I mean, we held them to 22 rushing yards, man. So you look at the stats alone, like, man, ain't no way we lose this game. But the same thing we said before the game, if we turn over, we ain't got no chance. Cade sack fumbled. They took it back to the house. We was up 24-17 at the point, had the chance to drive. Phil Maffa had a big run down into Florida State territory. We was got momentum. Like, man, if we score right here, man, the way the defense playing, man, hey, we could be wrapping it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the very next play, sack fumble. Cade wasn't aware of the blind side. Pick it up after that.
And I will say this, man, he got rocked.
It was a great defensive play, but you still got to just be aware of your blind side, man. So that was.
It would have been a big win. We needed it, so you just needed everybody to be on their P's and Q's. And we talked about it before the game. We were looking for big games from a lot of individuals. We needed some people to step up. Unfortunately, man, just looking at the rushing situation, I think Phil ran for 69 yards, which isn't great, but the way that we played against that Florida State team, number 4, kind of showed me that we're a quality team. We just have not been able to finish. We haven't been able to finish in the red zone, relying on the kicking game, which pretty much let us down again. Right?
Yeah, we called it, man. Like, it was either going to be a disaster or a great story. And he did hit one kick, but he missed the one that counted for 29 yards, bro. A 29-yard kick.
Yeah.
And that would have won. We would have went up 27-24 with a minute 40 left. And, around in there. The way our defense was playing, man, I'm like, hey, I feel good about it. Nate Wiggins did get hurt on that last drive, though, but I think he's okay. But I say Nate Wiggins look like a first round corner.
Yeah, he
good,
does, man. He does. He's dynamic. He's explosive. Not the biggest, right? But he's a playmaker, and
He's an athlete. Yeah,
I'm glad that he's not. It's not as bad. I'm not sure if they really diagnosed it yet and came out with it, but the way Dabo was talking is positive. So
yeah.
glad he's able to make that turnaround, man.
But we got to talk about the play heard around the world. The 9 call in overtime, the 3rd and 1 is called the biggest uproar across social media. Everybody we talked to at the game was, when we give y'all an example. So what happened? Florida State just scored in overtime. They had the possession first. And you know who scored? They transfer portal boy, Keon Thomas. He the one who scored. They win a touchdown. We get the rock. Don't do nothing on first down. Second down, Shipley. And mind you, throughout the game, we wasn't really running good up the middle.
Nah.
They was kind of stifling us up the middle.
But we kept running the same play, though.
Trying to soften up. So Shipley bust through for 9 up the middle.
Yep.
Okay, on second down. So okay, yeah. So we thinking, all right, so Ship got a little momentum right now. 3rd and 1. What we do? We come out and throw a screen pass to Bo Collins, who ain't done nothing all game. Maybe a catch or 2. He gets tackled for it looked like a 2-yard loss. They just said a 1-yard loss. Throw a screen pass, Then on 4th and 2, they try to get Bo on the slant. K airs it 5 yards over his head, bro. It was the most baffling. It's arguably the worst call. That 3rd and 1, not running it is arguably the worst call I ever seen in Death Valley, bro. Arguably.
So I said the same thing to Terrell, man. And shout out to Blaze, shout out to Blitz Package. He sent me an article today. Actually, they're saying that Cade made a play call change at the line of scrimmage and checked out of a run to throw that screen pass. So, at the end of the day, coach is giving power to do that. And maybe he saw something that we not seeing, but it looked like Florida State was ready for it. Obviously they was ready for it.
Yeah.
So, it ended up being a bad situation. I'm not gonna say one play, dictates the entire game, but we made too many mistakes, and Florida State didn't make enough of them. We look good against them, but at the same time, they did enough to win the game, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's all it needed to make a difference, man. The missed field goal, the fumble, the sack fumble they took back for a touchdown, and the lack of good play calls, man. It was horrendous, man. So
yeah,
definitely a downer, man. But Florida State got the dub, so they came and got it from us, though. So I gotta give it to them.
So this is quite a bit of adversity early in the season. So we'll see how the players respond. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some tenacity, some fight from this team. I wish that I'm not saying that Dabo makes a whole lot of excuses, but I feel like we're starting to get into broken record now, and I want to see either some ownership being taken for the mistakes, and we were calling some players out that we needed to see some big games from, and I want to see challenge the team, challenge your playmakers to be out there making plays. So
yeah, just like My man right here just picked off Baker Mayfield, make a play. He made a play. So we had a decent good game, man. Like between everything up until overtime, and like I said before the game, we put a couple halves together this year, but we ain't put no 60 minutes together. So Saturday we needed more. We needed 60 plus, and we didn't get it, man. So
Yeah. So next game we're going into Syracuse. We're going up to Syracuse. They're undefeated, 4-0. It's another ACC matchup. We definitely can't afford to lose that game. But right after that we play North Carolina. So hopefully we'll get out there, get some swagger back, and then we can get ready for another ranked matchup. All right, Keyz. So moving on. This is another game that we were looking forward to, even though we took that L.
it was a tough one.
We were still in the atmosphere, so we wanted to look at this next game, and we've heard the story, so everybody knows kind of how it turned out. But we're talking about Oregon and Colorado.
It was ugly off gate, man. From what they say, it was ugly.
Yeah.
We was coming back from the game, so we missed some of it. We saw some of the first half, and man, they took it to them, and they took it to Prime and them. So they was up 35-0 at half. Oregon was, and yeah, it ain't really nothing to really go off on that game. They just asserted their dominance, man. Like they showed why they a top 10 team.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe should be a top 5. With a performance like that over a ranked team at that. So
yeah, and I mean, we all knew what some of the glaring weaknesses were for Colorado, right? The O-line definitely needs improvement. Shador's getting sacked way too much. Dylan Edwards, he's a decent running back. He's undersized, but he's fast, he's shifty. But they're unable to get anything going in the run game. From a defensive standpoint, they can't stop the run. They just don't get down in the trenches. They don't get much momentum, right? They definitely need it. They got a lot of good skilled players, but they need to get some of those big boys, man. They need some big boys.
I think he'll get some in this next recruiting class, man. He'll get some big boys in that middle.
Yeah, definitely. The hype is there. So what we're gonna do now, man? The interview, or not the interview, but the pregame speech. Oregon's head coach, I think it's Dan Lannon? His speech to his players, I'm not going to say it caused controversy or whatever, but it's something that we've heard on ESPN, First Take. Not that I watch Undisputed, but I know they played it on Undisputed. And Dion also, he responded to it. But I'm just going to play what that conversation that Oregon's head coach had for his players pregame.
Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. Right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood. It's going to be played on the grass. Yes, sir. Right? It's going to be played on the grass. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead by saying that whole sentence was an oxymoron. That whole speech was an oxymoron. You talking about they doing it for clicks? So, bro, why you got all them cameras in the locker room? Why you got all the lights? That's your choice to have cameras like that for your pregame speech. You got all that because you know it was going to be clickbait. Oh, he said Colorado doing it for clicks. What you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these cameras in there. When last time you seen a Dan Lanning? When last time you seen an Oregon pregame speech on ESPN? Never.
But
now they playing prime time. Okay, so who really doing it for the clicks? You know what I mean?
Nobody really watches Oregon like that anyway. So, number one, you say he's doing it for clicks. First off, the reason the game is going to get televised like this, and probably the reason that you doing this is because you know it's going to get televised. Let me get out here and get ahead of it.
Yeah.
He already knew he's got a top 10 team. He knew down in the trenches that he had more skilled players there, that they was going to be able to get to Shador. And, they was going to be able to dog walk him a little bit. So
he did that.
He just took that opportunity to jump out there. And I got no problem with it because, hey, motivate your players however you want to motivate them, because that's what it's about. But yeah, you got the camera crew in there. Come on, you knew what you was doing. So let's
Yeah,
be real.
and let's be real too, man. Like obviously, them clicks been working for Colorado because I mean, hey, what them shade what primetime shade line do about 4 million?
Oh yeah,
After old buddy
5.
said,
Yeah,
man, hey man, you talk to grown ups, blah blah blah. You know, so everybody and even primetime came out today and was like, I think people are more interested in beating me instead of beating the team. So because people hate to see that, man. They, like I said earlier, they hate to see that success, man,
yeah.
coming from somebody doing it so differently. So
But not only that, like the recruiting, the way that recruiting is going to have to change because of what Deion's doing. You know, coaches ain't really going to be feeling that because most of the time you look at a program and say, you know, that's Nick Saban, man. You know, that's Dabo Sweeney or that's Kirby Smart, right? You going after the name, but now it's like Deion's really trying to put the power back in the players, right? And you know he's a proponent of NIL, obviously a proponent of the transfer portal. So you know if you good and you got that confidence, you got that swag, you can go to Colorado, and you build upon that, right? You go to Georgia, you probably gonna feel like you know they're gonna come and put you in your place, right?
yeah,
So it's different, and now you know, they probably a little bit worried about that. Now, you know, I know these coaches have started from the ground up, and they like, hey, you know, I've been working here for X amount of years, and Deion comes his first year and getting all this hype and the blase. But hey,
Yeah.
man, he been coaching for a while. It's not like, you know, it's not like he just stepped into the game yesterday. So
yeah. So in a quick little update, we got DJ Reader, former Tiger defensive tackle, with a big sack on Matt Stafford down in the red zone Monday Night Football. So yeah, our Tigers out here balling. And shout out to Mike Williams, man, tore his ACL yesterday,
yeah,
big
man.
blow. Hey, get well, the real Mike Dub.
Hate to
Blessings,
hear
bro.
it. It seems like a lot of players are getting hurt early in the season, man. These
That sucks, man.
tearing
Yeah.
ACLs, Achilles. It's a lot of soft tissue injuries, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, so some of the games that we notably wanted to check out this past weekend, and I took Ole Miss, but
Yeah, me too.
Ole Miss played Alabama, and Alabama, you know, they've been having some quarterback controversy, but it seems like you know they were able to do what they needed to do to hold off Ole Miss. Ole Miss had been kind of red hot, so
Yeah, they did what they needed to do. Jalen Milroe still ain't looked that great. He threw a pick in the red zone. So it looked like they outrushed Ole Miss pretty good. Because Lane Kiffin came in there talking some smack. So, I mean,
yeah.
you know, Nick Saban got him one at the crib, which I didn't. We both call Ole Miss on that one. But, I mean, Alabama's still treading on, you know, difficult waters because, I mean, they still got to figure the quarterback out. He still wasn't looking good.
Yep. So they sitting at number 12 with one loss. So and Ole Miss drops to number 20. And another one of the tight games that Notre Dame pretty much just gave away, and we definitely could have used a win from them. That would have
Yeah.
definitely helped our chances a little bit. But Ohio State ended up getting the win 17-14, but due to a late turnover. But you know, it was a pretty evenly matched game. Just looking at total yards and you know from rushing and passing. Notre Dame had more first downs, but close game, tough loss for the Fighting Irish. They dropped to number 11, and the Buckeyes move into Florida State spot at number 4.
Yeah. And then we got Jalen Hurts throwing the pick right there before the half. The Bucks got a chance to score. To even it up. It's 10-3 Philly. The Bucks got a chance before the half to even it up.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about my NFC pick now, man. It's been a couple.
Well,
It's been a couple of games where
They ain't even looking on point at him.
it ain't. Yeah, it's been looking a little shaky.
Yeah, well, that last pick was some communication issues, look like, but you know, but who we got? Who we got next though?
Just to touch on this, this is one of the games we also talked about while we were out there tailgating. The Oregon State Beavers, DJ and the Oregon State Beavers went down to play Washington State, and they squeaked by with the L, 35. 38.
Yeah, and I think we both had Washington State. I know I called Washington State at the crib.
Yeah, I might
yeah.
have took the Beavers just because DJ's been looking like that's where he needed to be. But man, they took the L. They dropped to 19, and Washington State is 16, so still in the top 20 for both teams. So a lot of good games. You know, Penn State. I can't remember who they played. Penn State played, was it Iowa? I can't remember,
I
but
think so. They won handily.
yeah. So, I mean, it was just a great weekend for college football, man. Just to be honest.
I mean, except for that L. I mean,
Yeah.
overall, it's college football, man. So
Yeah,
still excited for it.
it was a good game. I hate to take the L, but the electricity.
Ooh.
The electricity was awesome, man. These Monday night games seem to be a little bit more excitement,
man.
than
Like
Sunday night.
we just had, I just said the Bucks just got a pick off Jalen Hurts. Now they just turn it over. Darius Slay recovered the fumble, and now they got a chance to go ahead and put 6 back on before they have, and it's 24 seconds left. So I tell you what, man, that Philly defense is opportunistic. So. But yeah, man, the Monday Night Football games, man, like they have been good so far this year. I like the double hitter. I mean, they've been good except when we lost to the Saints last week. They ain't should have put that on Monday Night Football, but hey.
I'm gonna touch on real quick, Keyz. Easy work with Easy. The game didn't go. Clemson game didn't go the way we wanted it to, and easy work is really about which Tiger gave the opposition that easy work. I'm gonna give it to Tyler Brown again. He's stretching the field. And he had 85 receiving yards. Would have loved to see him break 100 and get a little bit more involved with Antonio out.
Yeah.
But to tell you the truth, man, I'm going to say it again. We've been saying it. Bo Collins, if he's that guy, he has to show up in big games.
I'm tired of saying it, bro.
Separation, and he's got to be that guy. He's got to.
We 4 games in the season, he ain't been that guy, so I'm done having expectations for him, man. But Tyler Brown did his thing. I mean, like I say, Bo, you prove me wrong, bro. But we tired of saying it, man. You got to show up and show out, man. So
yeah.
Tony Stiletto, he made some good plays. He showed why he can be a weapon out the slot. So I was kind of impressed by his play. Ain't really been a factor this year so far, but he had a good game. Tyler had one, so they building momentum, building chemistry. That's cool. But these play calls and some of these Dabo decisions is not.
Yeah,
it's not. The season. We can't win it unless everybody else go lose 2 games in the ACC, which we still don't own a tiebreaker to Florida State or Duke.
Yeah.
So we don't got a chance to even get that.
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult with 10. I mean, with 2 losses. We just in recent history has not bode well. So yeah, I'm with you on that. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to big plays from back in the day.
All right.
And, I know we're in a little bit of a somber mood, but we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to. You know what? I hope I changed my lineup, but we're gonna take it back in the day to when I was getting ready to head out to China right before the Natty. We were playing Ohio State. I think we was either number 2 and they was number 3, or maybe it was the other way around.
Might have been number 1.
No, it was 2 or 3.
Okay.
It was 2 or 3 because we ended up.
She was number 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's fourth quarter. It's like less than a minute left in the game. We're up 6, feeling pretty good because we got, we're relying on our defense, but Ohio State's driving. They get all the way down to close to the red zone, 20, 22, something like that, 22, 23-yard line.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Justin Fields, I don't know what he saw, but I'm glad he saw it like he saw it. Man, he threw the ball into the end zone, and none other than Nolan Turner comes up with the hands play and picks it off, seals the game right there. And from that point on, we knew he was going to the Natty.
Yeah, that won the game. Yeah, okay. All right, so you went 2019. Let me see. Let me think of one big play back in the day off the top of the head. I'm gonna go back, man. I'm gonna go back to the Woody days, Woodrow Dantzler,
Okay.
to the Woody days, man. 2000. We at Virginia. I think we was like 4-0, 5-0 at the time. We was balling that year, 2000. We started off 8-0. Then some of the wheels came off. Woody hurt his ankle. Willie Shotgun Simmons came in. But I'm at the Virginia game 2000. I'm gonna go there where Woody put up over 200 yards rushing. He had a 75-yard touchdown run, a 45. I mean, he was looking like, hey, that Heisman had his name on it after that game when he was balling, man. So shout out to Woody. We got to get you on, bro. That was a great moment, man. One of the ones that kind of paved the way for Clemson football, man.
Yeah, man. Woodrow Dantzler, man. Woodrow Dantzler, man. That name rings true up in Death Valley.
And I was at the game. I think they was playing North Carolina State. I was at the game when Woody became the first quarterback in NCAA history to pass for 2,000 and rush for 1,000 in the same season. Woody Dantzler, the first one to do that. NCAA history books, man. Hey, shout out to Woody. You a legend.
Hey, shout out to Woody, man. I just
Yes,
knew he was
sir.
gonna be. It was him and Michael Vick, man.
Orangeburg, South Cat. You know what I mean? That's where you from. Stand up, Orangeburg.
You got some paperwork at the crib with Woody on it, huh?
Oh yeah, I got some from the state newspaper, man. I still got something at the crib. Woody, I need you to sign it, bro. We got to get you on some way. I need you to sign these papers I got. It's from the state newspaper. It says Woody the runner.
Yeah.
I got you in the running pose and Woody the passer. Like, I still got it. I mean, I kept all my clippings. I got the tickets, man.
Yeah, man. Woody,
Yeah.
come make some Uplayedtho history, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, Keyz, man. Let's jump into Keyz the victory, man. We're going up to Syracuse. We need a win like it ain't nobody's business. We can't go 2-3. Syracuse is undefeated. I know we just talked about this with Florida State, man, but what do we need to come away with a dub, man? Decisive win.
Man, I'm almost fatigued of talking about it, man, because, I almost got nothing to say, man. We already know what need to be done. So if y'all take care of the ball, be aware of your surroundings, but hey, who am I? We done said that on this podcast for 4 weeks in a row, and that's been a detriment. We done lost 4 out of the last 5 of the Power 5 teams. Syracuse 4-0. At Syracuse has always been tough, no matter what year it is for us. They always play us tough. Dino Babers and the boys, man. So they always play us tough, man. So all I got to say is take care of the ball, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, Dino been waiting to get a win off Clemson, and I know he feeling good. He feeling good for 4-0, man. Transfer portal changing lives out here in college football. And, I mean, there's a lot of players that we call. Like, this is even though we're not having a great season, man, a lot of these players out here are playing for that next level, man.
Playing for that NIL somewhere else.
Yeah,
basically.
they need to put some good tape out there. So we need to see it, man. We need to see how this improvement is gonna happen. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and run down the top 4. Georgia's still at number 1. Michigan still at number 2, and Texas is at number 3. Ohio State, they sneak into the top 4, mainly because Florida State, how they look between Boston College, and we played them tight, 2 unranked teams.
Mm-hmm. Which should have been 2 L's. Easily could have been 2 L's. And we talking about a Florida State team that was number 4. But back-to-back losses to unranked teams, potentially, that would have dropped them all the way out.
Yep.
Top 25. But here they are. They're still hanging in there.
Yep. And you got Penn State. They move into the number 6 spot. Washington moves up as well. USC actually drops 3 spots, and they're at number 8. And Oregon moves up to number 9, and Utah moves up to number 10, knocking Notre Dame out of the top 10. So that rounds out your top 10 for college football.
Yeah.
So we still got some ranked teams that we're gonna hopefully still be ranked.
When we play them,
yep.
we'll see. I mean, we're not going to be.
We not.
Man, we know that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully we can get some votes to get in if we get a couple of ranked wins. But man, AP poll has been kind of tough on us this year, rightfully so.
Yeah, we got 2 wins and they knocked us out. So I'm like, hey, what we got to do?
Yeah.
So
All right, Keyz, man. Let's go ahead and move into the NFL since we're watching Monday Night Football to wrap up the week.
yeah,
I think this is one that you really wanted to speak on, man. The Miami Dolphins, man, they went down and they hit that future. They hit that future on Russell, man. So they got it out the field.
they put the 70 burger on the Broncos. 70.
How many times do you say that though?
70, bro.
NFL.
These
are professionals.
This is the most points. This I think since 1966. So in our lifetime and then some, we ain't seen nobody drop no 70
Man.
in the NFL, bro. 70 points, bro. So, and guess what the worst part about that is?
They wasn't even trying.
I got Tua on the bench. And the Uplayedtho fantasy.
That's your second time having two on the bench.
Broke my heart, man, because
You got to put some respect on his name.
I know, but I thought Trevor was going to get me the dub at home playing the Texans. Man, like I said, I was thinking Trevor was going to get in there at home against the Texans and give me a dub, but CJ Stroud coming there beating them by 20.
Yeah.
And coupled with the fact Jalen Waddle was out yesterday, so I'm like, well, Tua might have a slow game. They're going to double Tyreek, do all this, but nah, bro. Let me repeat. 70.
They got a squad, man.
Hug a Broncos fan this week, man. Hug one.
Are the Broncos that bad?
Man, Sean Payton came in there and said, look, it's going to be my way or the highway. Hey, that highway looking kind of sexy right now. Hey, man.
Hey, man, it's got to be tough to be a Broncos player, man. Peyton, man, to go from Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl to just trash after that, just straight garbage. Like, man, it's got to.
Man, it's unbelievable, man, because, people was like, so was last year like a fluke? Was that like a fluky bad year for Russ? I'm like, nah, he was trash. They was trash now.
Yeah.
So for this year, new coach, new scheme and all that, I mean, bro, 35-0 at half, 70. You let somebody drop 70, that's no heart as a defense, bro. Like, that's got to be no effort, bro. I'm sorry, bro. 70 points, dog.
Yeah.
Ain't.
They was letting them rush down the field, opening up lanes, and I think at some point, to tell you the truth, man, if I'm the Broncos, right, and we down 30, bro, I'm not finna pull no hamstring. I ain't finna tell no.
Right, I'm chilling.
Like, I'm sorry, yo. I'm seeing what our offense ain't able to do. You want me to chase? You want me to chase this man, bro? I'm thinking about what I'm doing after the game right now.
Hey, but bro, you know how hard it is to get 70 on Tecmo Bowl?
Man.
Hey.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, there's so many players, so many players on the Dolphins who went to a 99 this week on man.
They running back, whatever the dude name is, 4 touches, 2 receiving, 2 rushing, over 200 on the ground. Like, bro, like they had jokers coming out the woodworks getting. But anyway, man, so that's that.
It was a hard week for. It was a hard week for NFL football because a lot of the teams that I predicted just did not win. Like, I didn't expect the Colts to beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
I know there was a controversial call at the end, but man, I didn't expect that because who was it? Garner Minshew.
Minshew Magic.
Man,
but how about them boys though? Y'all still them boys?
Man.
PAT, y'all still them boys?
Hey, PAT, Big Quincy, y'all need to come to the forefront, man.
Everybody, man.
And let's go ahead and talk about it, Keyz. So, every year we hear these Cowboys fans talk about it's their year. Their defense was looking like they thinking they the steel curtain. You got Micah Parsons out here talking noise. He wilding.
He can talk though. He
can talk.
He can talk.
He that guy. But at the end of the day, I know defense wins championships, but your offense is terrible. They can't score in the red zone. Dak is inconsistent. He's been inconsistent. Like, I don't know what makes Cowboys fans think that they can win on one side of the ball and that's gonna be it. You don't have an offense.
Nah.
You just don't. So
Man, so yeah, and this a Cardinals team
who
that
got
just had a 20-point lead on the Giants last week, lost, and came and it's supposed to be tanking for Caleb Williams, and they beat y'all, and kind of handily too. Like this, I mean they was kind of they was doing them boys up. So and then so last week, Jerry Jones talking, he told I don't know if you saw this, he told Mike McCarthy to quote take a bow. You saw that, and Chris
Yeah.
Broussard, boy, when I tell you he ate.
Boy, he ate him up, didn't he?
Take a bow?
Take a bow.
Take a bow? This is what I'm talking about this week, too. Y'all take a bow. And then look what happened. Took an L to the Cardinals,
Took
bro.
an L, man. That defense allowed 200 and something rushing yards, man.
And I do want to say, man, Deshaun Watson looked good yesterday.
Yep.
He heard all the noise this week. Oh, man, he looked so terrible. Man, blah, 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 this and that. Well, they 2-1. Could be 3-0. I mean, he played a little bit better in the Steelers game. I give you that. But they 2-1.
Yep.
So, I mean, and he had his best game as a Brown Sunday. So, shout out to DW4. Keep doing your thing. Nick Chubb, get well. I mean, the Browns, they can – the division looking like it's open, man. The Colts just upset the Ravens. The Bengals ain't looking good. Like,
Yep.
it's there for the Browns to take, man. So,
It's there for the taking, man. And I want to see him get it, man. I want to see him get it. So the Lions, they smashed the Falcons. The Falcons who are who we thought
they were.
Thought they were. Green Bay squeaked by with a win.
well, they came back, though, because the Saints was balling.
Yeah.
They was up 17-0 to start the fourth. So, I quit watching that game. I left. Come back, see the highlight. I'm like, hold on. What? Okay, so Jordan Love led an inspired comeback at the crib, for the Cheeseheads. And I'm glad they did it because I can't have the Saints being 3-0 now. You know what I mean?
Nah, you need them to rack up some losses because Carolina sure is. But
Man.
I can't talk.
They 0-3. You looking at, y'all got one win.
Yeah, we got one. We
got
got
zero.
the Bills. We got the Bills.
I got the Bills, and they won 2 in a row, looking decent the last couple of weeks. But
that was off the strength of the energy of Aaron going down, man. Everybody fought for him. Now it's
9-11, and y'all.
Controversy and
Yeah.
man, Zach Wilson is who we thought he was, but you gotta give him some confidence because we don't have nobody else. If we being honest, we gotta put it all on our defense. We gotta put it all on our running game. Our offensive line isn't good. I mean, I can go down the list.
So Zach Wilson, that dude though.
Man, I wish he wasn't looking so bad so we can get up off of him for something, man. We not finna get Nathaniel for this guy.
Man. Man, so, speaking of looking bad, on the flip side, Andy Dalton looked good for us. He had, I think, like 360, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Looking like the red rifle out there.
He looked like the red rifle in his prime, man. So, I mean, if I'm going to have to go big picture for the season, man, Bryce is still nursing the ankle injury. I mean, with his size, bro, he might be nursing something all year, bro, to be real with you.
Yeah, because y'all can't protect him at all, man.
Yeah, our line ain't good enough. The weight, and he looked good, though. I will say that he looked pretty decent most of the day. So I'm thinking, man, Bryce just might need to sit behind him, man. Maybe for the whole year, honestly.
What happened to teams letting quarterbacks do that? Let them mature.
Yeah, hey, but it's a social media age. If you drafted number 1, you're not drafting number 1 to hold the clipboard. You ain't trying to. You're not number 1 to be clipboard Jesus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charlie Whitehurst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if
you're a first round quarterback, they expect you to go in and
Yeah, but at the same time, first round quarterback, he wasn't gonna be able to save the franchise by himself, man.
Nah, of course not.
It's
Not
like-
being the number 1 pick with the whole team as a whole is not good.
Yeah.
Even though our defense is straight, but now we got
you don't have any
injuries.
receivers.
Nope.
Don't really have running backs like that. You don't have marquee players.
But neither do the Texans with the number 2 pick. But I mean, look, they 1-2, but shoot, CJ Stroud threw up a game on Trevor. They won by 20 in Jacksonville, which is the prohibitive favorite in that division.
Yep.
So I mean, you look at that, and that's a big jump. The number 1 pick is out already in week 2 of the injury. Number 2 pick just got a huge road win against a playoff team.
Yeah.
So that's
That's the thing, man. When these quarterbacks come out of college, you can tell who is NFL body ready and who is just like might need a little bit of maturation.
yeah.
But I feel you, man. I feel you. So I wasn't going to touch on the Chargers and the Vikings, but I did want to say, man, shout out to, we already said it, shout out to Mike Williams, man. That's a rough injury to have to deal with early in the season.
Yeah, it is, man. Just got a dub, avoided being 0-3. So, like I said, get well, Mike. Maybe I think Austin Eckler was still out too. So the injury bug. I think we said this earlier in one of the earlier pods, man. Like that injury bug be killing the Chargers, bro. Every year, man.
Because what Keenan Allen got hurt last year.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can stay healthy. But yeah, man.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do you think that Taylor Swift is going to be a distraction for the Chiefs and Travis Kelce?
Man, I you know what? I don't really understand that whole scenario, to be honest. Like, is they dating or they just cool or?
I mean, I think he hit.
Another one. Bruh.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I don't think it's gonna be a distraction because without Kelsey, they just not the same team, dog.
I mean,
So I know Andy like, hey man, do whatever you got to do, man, just to be on the field, man.
and she was up there hype. She was up there sitting with the Kelce family, hype.
Come
You know
on
what I'm
now,
saying?
dog.
I mean, hey, I ain't gonna say it. Never mind.
Yeah, man.
I ain't even gonna say it.
Everybody hype, everybody excited. It's like they done got so Hollywood down there, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
But
it was the Bears. I mean, that was an easy dub at the crib. But I mean, we'll see, man. Like, and she already put his. I think she increased his merch by I think it was 400% or something. It was something crazy. I just saw
you ain't gonna be able to find a Kelsey jersey nowhere.
Yeah, that Taylor Swift effect, boy. She looked like she kind of. Never mind, but
Yeah.
shout out to Travis Kelce, man.
Hey, shout out Kels, man. Big fans, man. Big
Man,
fans.
take a little step down though, but yeah.
All right, man. So already talked about the Jets, man. I don't even know what to say. We just took a loss to New England. I think I just said on the last pod that as long as we can not be at the bottom of the division, I'll have some kind of moral victory. And it looked like we gonna be at the bottom of the division. We tied right
We
now.
went the Patriots though, so
Yeah. But yeah, man. Just to be honest, man, got to see more out of Breece Hall. Got to see more out of Dalvin Cook. Both of them had 18 yards last game. That's not gonna get it. We can talk about Zach all we want to, but we don't have no players that's stepping up.
nah. And I think Garrett Wilson he might demand a trade really soon.
You think so? You know what? And I'll say this, man. He a young receiver. I see the attitude. I see the passion on the sideline and whatnot. But man, you still got stripes to earn, man. We have not won nothing.
Yeah, he still got to earn it though.
Yeah, he was rookie offensive rookie of the year. Got a lot of promise, man. But we ain't done nothing yet, man. We ain't done nothing yet.
Yeah, so overall, we wrapping up week 3, like I said, with Monday Night Football right now. I'm not sure what we got on the docket for next week, for week 4. But week 3 was a decent week. But like I said, that to me, man, that 70 burger kind of, I mean, we just do not see that in the league, bro.
Yeah,
So,
and I don't know if it's a fluke or not, but Tyreek Hill, man, he's a monster, man.
he's a video game. He's a joystick, bro. He's just a cheat code, man. Like he's unguardable, man. Like once you get off the line, and especially if you don't press, it's too late, man. Like, if you don't get one finger on him, you can't even get a finger on him anyway. So imagine he already getting a running start across the line, and I mean, bro, they call him the cheater for a reason, man. I think he might can give Usain Bolt some smoke though. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually think it'll be interesting, man. I would love to see that, and Usain Prime and Tyreek Prime, who win that 100.
Yeah, I don't know, man. that would be interesting. But yeah, man. So like he said, man, that wraps up week 3. We wrapping up. I guess we wrapping it up now with the Eagles versus Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, up 13-3, so it looks like, they can, play a good defensive game and kind of wrap this up to go 3-0. And then, like I said, the Rams and the Bengals, the Bengals is down, I think, 3-0 to 6-0 right now. So, I mean, and Burrow was coming in questionable, so.
Yep.
And Jamar Chase has voiced his frustration, like he thought, Joe Burrow shouldn't play until he healthy, but he out there, man. So I mean, if they lose tonight, that 0-3, man, that's not cute, bro. That's not cute, man. When you look at the statistics of who makes the playoffs, how many 0-3 teams have ever made the playoffs, it's a low percentage.
Yeah, man. You got a lot of players need to be a little bit more humble. Need a little bit more humble and just play the game, man. Everybody feels good at the beginning of the season. Everybody want to talk they ish. But
Hey,
tell you the truth, man, you should probably stay humble, man. String some wins together before you really start smelling yourself.
And like I said, man, I'm right here in this camera. Which one? Where we at?
Right here. There you go.
I'm gonna do like Stephen A. Which camera am I in? T. Higgins, come back to Carolina, boy.
Yeah.
We need you, bruh. We need you, bruh.
Hey, man.
We need you, bruh. We need you, dog. Hey, you want to go from one 0-3 to another 0-3? Our 0-3 is closer to the crib, at least. You know what I mean? Your people can come through. Your Clemson folks can come through to Carolina. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get all the respect too. You're gonna be the number one.
Bro, you gonna average $150 a game. If Thielen got 145 yesterday, oh, you gonna be eating, bro.
Yeah.
Dog. I mean, just imagine the possibilities, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even got the running game, so you gonna be the feature, bro. Like, I'm talking, man. You gonna get in free, the cloud, bro. You gonna have it made in Charlotte, dog. Like,
he gonna get the key to the city as soon as he touch down.
You gonna get the key to the city, dog. Like,
yo,
I'm telling you, man. Like, you gonna eat for free at Ink and Ivy. I mean, you gonna be the man in the city, dog.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
But yeah, man.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party.
All right, Keyz, man. I think we got another one, man.
Another one. Yeah.
Man.
So week 3 in the books, man. We look forward to week 4 NFL. Week 5 college football coming up. So we'll have some more previews and recaps of that when we get to it, man. So,
and we're gonna dive into these news outlets, man, and really get a feel about what's being said and what's going on, because, man, it seems like college football is getting real political these days, man.
Yeah.
These NIL deals and these coaches are starting to get in their feelings, man. So we're gonna talk about it. But, man, shout out to the Tigers, man. Keep your head up.
Resilient, man. We gotta stay resilient, man.
Yep. Long season, man. Still got a way to turn the season around and get some quality wins. Until then, it's the Uplayedtho podcast.
Yep.
And we out.
We out.
God damn.